Hey, welcome back to TCOSS wrap up for the week, our podcast, our weekly podcast here at Tokoro Council of Social Services. This week, we're going to be wrapping up with Mother's Day. What did you do on Mother's Day? We're going to talk to some of our social workers in schools and what they did on Mother's Day, first of all, but then explaining what social workers in schools do here in the South Waikato. There you go. Coming into the show is two of our social workers, Heavenly Tahere and also Candice Smiler. Hi girls, how you going?
Good. Wow.
Awesome. Okay, look, first of all, let's talk about Mother's Day, a significant day for mothers all around the world. So did you get spoiled, Candice?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And what did you do?
So I went to have a little chat with my mum and I took her gift. And then we went off to church. And there was a lovely Mother's Day program there. And then we had lunch at one of my son's home. And that was nice too. No cooking for me.
Fantastic. And Heavenly, Mother's Day significant in your house?
Yeah, it was really good. Got some gifts from my tamariki and my partner. Got to sleep in, and then I was able to go for a nice walk at Te Waiho. So that was cool.
Wow. Great walk. Look, how was the parking out there at Te Waiho?
Yeah, it was busy. I felt like a lot of tourists was there, but it was crazy.
Look, because you brung it up, walking, we're doing the 100 Ks over the month of May. Candice, first of all, how are you going, Candice? How's your walking going?
It's going. You know, the story of the tortoise and the hare. Well, I'm not the hare.
I feel you, girl. I feel you. And Heavenly, you clocked up the miles too, Heavenly?
Yes, I thought I had high expectations for myself, but it's going as Candice said, it's going.
Look, just to report to all our whānau and friends out there who listen in on our TCOSS podcast, we have some overachievers. Yes, overachievers who have already achieved their goal of 100 Ks. And I think one person this morning just casually said, yeah, I've just done about 103 Ks. And I thought, wow, that's amazing. That is outrageous compared to my, I think, what are we up to? 30 Ks? 30 Ks. And that's not too bad compared to 0 Ks that I used to do. So 30 Ks. There you go. That's walking Sweet Louise. I love the old Louise cake. Anyway, Sweet Louise is the initiative that we're going on, raising funds for women with irreversible breast cancer. Ladies, let's talk a little bit about social workers in schools. It's a service for tamariki in schools, is that right?
Yeah. So we work with tamariki from year 1 right up to year 8. They are referred to us either through the school or whānau can self-refer. And we just really help support tamariki who might be struggling in that education space for whatever reason. It might be something that's happened at home that's worrying them, or there might be challenges at school where they may not feel safe. They might have health needs. So there's a few ways that we can help support those tamariki.
And Heavenly, so as a social worker, what does a social worker do? What is, when you trained, what was the main themes of being a social worker? What do you do?
So I put it in a nutshell, I would say to support our whānau or anyone that's needing support in many ways, such as financial, food, housing, tamariki support. A social worker is about connecting you to the right services, the right people, and just giving you a strong foundation of support.
Wow. So awesome. And Candice, how long did you train to be a social worker?
Well, I was lucky. I got into the 3-year social worker course at the Waranga. So I just had to do 3 years. It's now a 4-year course, I think. But it's also ongoing personal development as well. And so areas of interest, going off to do training in those. Yeah.
And Heavenly, what would you say to any budding young social workers or young ones who would think about being a social worker? What would you say to them?
I'll say live your life. Make sure you're ready. And once you do it, just keep committed to it, because at the end of it, it's going to be worth it. And if you're passionate about it, that's the place for you.
And lastly, Candice, so for parents and children, what are some of the issues that people can come to you about? You mentioned a couple previously, but what are some of the common things that people come to see you about as a social worker?
So if tamariki are experiencing self-harm and parents don't know what to do with that, like Heavenly said, we can support them in referrals. Separation is a big one for some tamariki, where mum and dad aren't together anymore, and the home is a little bit different for them. At school, there's bullying, there's online stuff that's happening. Anything where the tamariki might be needing support with their education, so they're not keeping up with their peers. And so it's trying to find and navigate those spaces with them and giving them some tools and information on what they can do for themselves, as well as how parents and the schools can help them.
Awesome. Hey, look, thank you very much, girls. We've also got another social worker. Look, we'll roll the clip, and thank you very much, girls. And good luck on the walks. Kia ora, welcome on into TCOSS Talks here with one of our social workers in schools. Kahu, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Kahu Winikere, and I'm one of the social workers here at the Tokoro Council of Social Services.
Yeah.
I registered last year in October.
Woohoo!
And I graduated this year in March.
Yeah, fantastic. Tell us about social workers in schools.
So our main goal is to work with tamaiti in the schools. Firstly, we connect with the parents. From there, we connect with the school. And then hopefully, we can connect with the tamaiti.
Can any school get the service, or?
So we're only contracted to 14 schools within the South Waikato.
Why did you want to become a social worker?
To support our community and raising my children in a community like Tokoro. It was one of my main goals, was to get amongst it all, to have a voice, to have a say, and to support where needed, really.
It's TCOSS Talks. Click the link in the bio.
All right, and that's a wrap for Tokoro Council of Social Services podcast this Friday. Have a great weekend and go the Wars up the Wars.